Hi everyone, Neko here with another recap. Today's show is high schoolers that become motivated to lose weight after falling in love with a gym trainer. I hope you enjoy it. Hibiki Sakura and Ayaka Yuhara are strolling home from Koya Women's Academy when Ayaka observes that Hibiki has put on some weight and suggests she consider adopting a healthier lifestyle. A week later, Hibiki decides to visit the Silverman Gym. To her surprise, Akemi Soryuin, a fellow schoolmate, also shows interest in joining. As they explore the training facilities, they notice that all the members have well-toned bodies, which instantly motivates Akemi to sign up. Hibiki, too, decides to give it a shot after being introduced to Naruzo Machio, one of the trainers. The following day, Machio instructs them to attempt the bench press exercise. When Hibiki feels a bit overwhelmed, Machio encourages her and offers support. Unexpectedly, he demonstrates a muscle flexing pose, revealing his own impressive physique. At school, Hibiki experiences some soreness from her gym session, and Ayaka notices that she's still putting on weight. Later, during a workout session, Machio guides Hibiki through squats. After the training, Akemi notices Hibiki's fondness for food. When Hibiki candidly shares how much she eats daily, Akemi admires her and expresses a desire to become strong and assertive together. Later at the fitness center, Hibiki steps on the scale and realizes she has still put on weight. Seeking guidance to shed some pounds, she consults Machio. Akemi recommends that Hibiki try the lat pull-down machine for her workout. After using it, they head to the gym's bar where Akemi offers Hibiki some additional protein. The next day, Akemi convinces Hibiki to join her for a refreshing swimming session to get some exercise. Later, at Ayaka's residence, Hibiki and Ayaka are enjoying a movie when Ayaka's sister, Nona, asks for assistance and invites Hibiki along. To Hibiki's astonishment, she discovers that Ayaka's family owns a boxing gym named the Glory Gym. Nona shares that their dad taught them the art of boxing. As Ayaka takes a moment to rest, Hibiki notices her physique and inquires about her workout routine. Ayaka shares some of the exercises she does. Subsequently, Nana suggests that Hibiki should give the punching bag a try. When she throws a punch, the bag breaks, surprising everyone around. Meanwhile, Satomi Takabana and Rumika Aina are educators at Koya Women's Academy, and Satomi is concerned that she might have put on some weight. Sympathetic to her worries, Rumika hands her a brochure for the Silverman Gym. When Satomi arrives at the gym, she discovers both Hibiki and Akemi are there as well. Machio introduces himself to Satomi and guides her on how to use the dumbbells. While training, Satomi becomes apprehensive when Akemi notices a tan on her stomach. Little do they know that Satomi is actually a famous cosplayer. At school during lunchtime, Hibiki, Akemi, and Ayaka share a meal together. Ayaka learns that Hibiki and Akemi are working out at the same gym. As they discuss their bento boxes, Akemi persuades Hibiki to try a particular diet plan. At an event, Satomi is cosplaying until she spots Hibiki and Akemi. However, they don't recognize her, as their attention is captured by Machio, who is cosplaying at the event as well. Consequently, many photographers focus their lenses on Machio instead. Later that night, back at her house, Satomi ponders who Machio was cosplaying as and is puzzled about why he is hailed as the Muscle King. Later, upon arriving at the Silverman Gym, Hibiki notices Akemi gazing at the training room with curiosity. Machio explains that during peak hours, there's a surge of both regular and new members working out. He then instructs Hibiki and Akemi to give the chest press a try. As prime time winds down, Ayaka surprisingly joins them, revealing that the Glory Gym has welcomed new members, and she has been asked to teach boxing there. The following day, when the trio plans to work out, Akemi proposes going to her residence. Upon reaching her lavish mansion, Akemi sets out to find a training manual. Ayaka suggests trying an exercise involving chairs from the manual. Later, Hibiki attempts an advanced version of the exercise, accidentally breaking the chairs in the process, and profusely apologizes to Akemi. For the remainder of the summer break, the girls decide to head to the beach. However, they spot a sign warning against swimming due to sharks. Undeterred, Akemi proposes trying the burpee instead. Ayaka follows up with a suggestion to go sprinting. At the school assembly, Rumika instructs the class to vote on the event they'd like for sports day. After some deliberation, the class settles on the thrilling 400-meter relay. At the gym, Machio proposes that the girls focus on training their hamstrings by performing leg curls. The following day, while walking to school, Hibiki laments how sore she feels after the rigorous exercise session. As sports day approaches, the final event is the relay, with Hibiki and Akemi acting as anchors for their respective classes. While awaiting her turn, Hibiki recalls Machio's advice to try the bicycle crunch. When her moment arrives, her classmate drops the baton. Hibiki quickly picks it up and continues the relay, finishing in second place just behind Akemi. However, Satomi delivers the unfortunate news that her class has been disqualified due to her illegal baton pickup. Back at the gym, Machio celebrates the Silverman Gym being open for 6 months by distributing raffle tickets to the girls. Afterward, they head to the sauna to unwind. During their relaxation time, Hibiki playfully challenges everyone to a contest to see who can stay in the sauna the longest, emerging as the winner. As a reward, she receives some stylish t-shirts from the raffle. While heading to the Silverman Gym, Hibiki spots a tempting sale on a home theater system. At the gym, the girls come across a flyer promoting an upcoming arm wrestling tournament. Intrigued, Hibiki inquires about the tournament rules from Machio, who explains them in detail. In the first match, Hibiki easily triumphs over Ayaka. However, Machio proves to be a formidable opponent, defeating Hibiki with his sheer strength in the next match. On the day of the tournament, Hibiki learns that she is the sole contestant in the women's division, except for a Russian competitor named Gina Boyd. The match concludes with Hibiki securing a convincing victory against Gina. A few days later, Hibiki is surprised to discover that Gina has transferred to her school. When asked about her training, Gina shares that she mainly took sambo classes, along with arm wrestling and kipping exercises. After school, Gina informs Akemi that she won't be able to make it to the gym due to her meeting with her host family. Later that night, Hibiki is taken aback when she learns that Gina is actually staying with her. Later at school, Gina discloses that she learned Japanese and grasped the culture by watching anime and Jackie Chan movies. After school, Gina is taken aback to discover that the gym is closed for the day. Hibiki comes up with a solution and invites Akemi, Ayaka, and Gina to her workplace. Upon arrival, she unveils that she works at her brother's yakiniku restaurant. After her break, Hibiki expresses her concerns about the expenses for the gym and food. Akemi suggests that she can inquire with the school to cover her gym expenses since her sister holds a prominent position as the chairman. The following day in class, Satomi is teaching when Gina realizes that she is none other than the renowned cosplayer Yuria Riko. Later in the day, Gina and Satomi decide to hang out together and propose jogging to Akihabara. When Satomi inquires about the reason, Gina reveals her dream of forming an idol group. At an idol audition, they meet Kudaro Dere, the director, who initially complains until the girls make their entrance. Despite captivating the audience, including a moment where Satomi impressively does a deadlift, they are not selected to proceed further in the audition. One day upon exiting the teacher's lounge, Rumika and Yakusha express their curiosity about Satomi's recent busyness, until Rumika catches sight of Satomi's Silverman Gym card. Intrigued, they decide to visit the gym, where they unexpectedly encounter Satomi and some of their students. Machio introduces himself to the group and leads them in trying the side bend exercise. After the workout, Rumika and Yakusha bid their farewells and head home. In November, the second-year students embark on a field trip that involves hiking up a mountain. During the hike, Yakusha imparts the proper techniques and exercises for hiking. Despite their efforts, Hibiki, Satomi, and Rumika find themselves trailing behind the rest of the group. This mishap leads them to take the wrong trail, causing a moment of panic. After calming down, Satomi notices a tree and proceeds to explain how to climb trees and use ropes for assistance. While they climb, Yakusha realizes they have ended up in the athletic section of the mountain. Meanwhile, a mysterious man instructs his secretary to arrange a trip to Japan, setting the stage for further developments. Upon arriving in Japan, the enigmatic man informs his secretary that he is taking his leave. Meanwhile, at the Silverman Gym, Machio instructs the girls to attempt back extensions. Just then, the mysterious man arrives, and it is none other than the renowned movie star, Arnold Dojchenchoniger. When questioned about his connection to Arnold, Machio unveils that Arnold was his mentor during his studies in America. Arnold discloses that he recently discovered Machio's whereabouts. After Machio impressively crushes a hand grip, Arnold extends an invitation to a bodybuilding competition. The following day, the girls attend the bodybuilding competition, where Arnold graciously escorts them to the VIP section. There, he explains the rules of the competition. When it's Machio's turn, he strikes a pose so powerful that it forces other competitors to concede defeat. Congratulating Machio on his victory, Arnold reveals that the competition was actually a test, and he invites Machio to compete against him in Las Vegas. However, Machio expresses uncertainty due to his job commitments. Back at the gym, Arnold's secretary, Jason Scatham, introduces himself to everyone and reveals that he will be staying in Japan. During the Christmas season, the girls are spending time together but become disheartened when they realize they don't have boyfriends. Despite Machio and Satomi's efforts to cheer them up, the mood remains somber. However, Machio has a plan to lift their spirits. He announces a Christmas party at the gym. As they train, he introduces them to Skull Crushers. At the festive Christmas party, the girls are enjoying themselves when Machio reveals a raffle contest with 2 tickets to Tochiji Destinyland as the prize. Akemi explains that Machio's posing is a form of training. Surprisingly, Satomi wins the tickets but can't go due to her busy schedule. She decides to give the tickets to Akemi, who reveals she's attending the theme park with Machio. At Tochiji Destinyland, the girls follow Akemi and Machio around. When Hibiki and Gina catch up with them, Akemi and Machio unveil their participation in a cosplay event. In the midst of the fun, Machio takes the opportunity to discuss the incline bench press with the group. Meanwhile, a separated Satomi bumps into Rumika, and they are both in cosplay, much to their embarrassment. On the eve of New Year's, Hibiki and Gina are at home when Akemi and Ayaka unexpectedly arrive. Meanwhile, Satomi and Rumika are having a friendly gathering with drinks at Satomi's house. As they stroll around, the girls decide to visit a shrine. Upon reaching the shrine, Akemi reveals that the shrine is dedicated to the muscle god. Ayaka then explains the benefits of stair climbing as an exercise. Upon reaching the top of the stairs, they are surprised to discover that Machio's family owns the shrine, and he works as a priest during the holiday. The following day, the girls gather once again. Arriving at a park for a street workout, Akemi goes through her training manual, and they opt to do an isometrics workout. Later, Gina proposes that they participate in a hidden talent show. At the talent show, Kyutaro is initially disgruntled to see the girls show up. However, he's in for a surprise when Satomi performs a wrestler's bridge, while Ayaka sits on her, turning the show into a massive hit. As Kyutaro leaves, he encounters Jason, who hands him a flyer promoting a trip organized by the Silverman Gym. At the Silverman Gym, Machio informs Hibiki and Akemi that the gym is arranging a spring break trip to Nikonoshima. He shares that everyone, except for Jason, will be joining the excursion. Unbeknownst to them, Jason and Kyutaro are secretly monitoring the gym's activities. As they arrive at Nikonoshima, the group relishes the enjoyable time together. Machio surprises them by presenting a melon, and they decide to have a melon bash while he explains the shrug exercise. Later, the girls participate in the Miss Nikonoshima contest. During the contest, Akemi showcases her impressive handstand push-ups, with Machio taking the opportunity to explain push-ups to the audience. Hibiki, on the other hand, displays her formidable punching power. When it's revealed that they are tied for first place, they engage in a thrilling bench press battle, ultimately won by Akemi. Later, it comes to light that Jason and Kyutaro are stranded at sea. At the beach, Hibiki and Akemi reflect on how much they have grown thanks to their training. Suddenly, they spot something approaching in the distance. It turns out to be Harnold, who arrives and reveals that he rescued Jason and Kyutaro. Afterward, Hibiki weighs herself, and upon seeing the positive results, she leaves in high spirits, filled with happiness. And this is all for this video. Make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.